So unless people start valuing the actual personal trainer, that it's worth this much money, and like for example, if you're going to go to the dentist on Thursday, you get off work, you're there early, you make sure you go to the dentist. Personal trainer, I'm going to cancel. They just cancel. It's like,
right.
No, it should be really, really
right.
important.
Right.
Important, and people don't seem to value that. I don't get it. We have so much more information about health and fitness than we've ever had before.
Yes.
We have better trainers, better professionals, better than ever before, and yet people are not doing it. So what's the problem? What's the problem? And my opinion of the problem is everybody wants to blame someone. There's always a reason. And I didn't say excuse. I said a reason. There's a reason. Oh, my kids. Oh, my job. Oh, whatever, my school. It's always a reason. But every one of the billionaires that I've trained, every one of the producers I've trained, every one of the successful athletes that I trained, every successful person that I train has the same 24 hours they do. Same, exact same hours. All of them work their buns off. I haven't met one successful guy or woman that didn't bust their buns. I mean, 17 hours a day, reading in line at the post, whatever they had to do. Everybody busts their chop. So somehow or another, they figured it out. So there needs to be some accountability. And unfortunately, it seems like we reward the slackers. And I don't understand why we do. It seems cruel. Like, I have two buddies, and I love them dearly, and they don't work, not because they can't. They just don't want to.
All right. John, let's hold that thought. Speaking with John Platero, personal trainer of personal trainers and author of this important new book. And we're going to take a very short break, and we'll be right back after these important messages. John.
Hey everyone, this is Richard Carr, Business Relations Manager for LA Talk Live. Did you know social media produces almost double the marketing leads of trade shows, telemarketing, direct mail, or even pay-per-click ads? And that about 46% of all online users count on social media when making that ever-important purchase decision. Hey, if you feel lost when it comes to social media, Top Tier Media can help you. Top Tier Media specializes in social media management and blogger outreach for beauty, fashion, health, and lifestyle brands. To learn more, go to www.toptiermedia.com. That's www.toptiermedia.com. Top Tier Media, the official social media marketing company of LA Talk Live and the Talk Live Broadcast Network.
Josh Lane and Dr. Hans Kugler of Here's to Your Health, in conjunction with A4M, the American Academy of Anti-Aging Medicine, invite you to attend the 21st Annual World Congress on Anti-Aging Medicine, December 12th through 15th at the Venetian Hotel in Las Vegas. Check it out at worldhealth.net. That's worldhealth, one word, .net. And while you're there, sign up for the free longevity newsletter. Just look for the bouncing red ball. At worldhealth.net, also print out a page about the Las Vegas Congress and pass it along to your doctors. More than 3,500 healthcare professionals will convene at the Las Vegas Congress, where they will teach and demonstrate with hundreds of exhibitors about every anti-aging modality. Be sure to attend the World Congress on Anti-Aging Medicine, December 12th through 15th at the Venetian Hotel in Las Vegas. Presented by the American Academy of Anti-Aging Medicine. Visit worldhealth.net for more details. The 21st Annual Congress on Anti-Aging Medicine, proud sponsors of Here's to Your Health with Josh Lane and LA Talk Live. We are more than just talk.
Joshua Lane, member of the board of directors of Dr. Ann Wigmore's Hippocrates Health Institute, Josh Lane was part of the Dr. Ann Wigmore team that brought wheatgrass, sprouts, and raw foods to a worldwide audience. And now the host of Here's to Your Health on LA Talk Live, Joshua Lane.
We're back. Thank you for tuning in to this edition of Here's to Your Health on the LA Talk Live broadcast network. John Platero is our guest, holding over for another segment. John has a lot of intelligent stuff to say about wellness and doing it for a very long time. Now, John, of all the things you've said up to right now, let's say one of my listeners decides, okay, you know, I really would like to work out with a personal trainer, or would like to do some physical fitness stuff, or I'd like to be more conscious of what I was eating. How can they start out?
Okay, 3 main things. Eat tons of sugar, preferably refined. Don't sleep at all. And when you do any exercise, forget it. Just sit on the sofa. Those 3 things. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, and so obviously now from your perspective and from my perspective, eating sugar, not exercising at all, and not getting enough sleep, those really are major mistakes. And they seem perfectly obvious to you or to me because this is what you do professionally.
Right.
But a lot of people would think, really, sugar's bad? There are people you run into who think, really, I shouldn't be drinking soda? Soda's not a good idea? I didn't know. I'm not making a joke, and I'm not making fun of some people, but some people, really? We had never heard that.
I find that hard to believe. I mean, first of all, there's a soda tax in Mexico. I guess they don't read the paper.
Oh, yeah, they just started that.
Okay.
I think they started that.
Jack LaLanne's been saying that. He's been saying that forever.
But he used to call it soda pop.
Yeah, and diabetes. I mean, that comes from sugar. Type 2 diabetes comes from, eating too much sugar.
So what you're saying now is that, in other words, these ideas that you have found to be valuable are easy to implement.
They're easy to implement.
Right, okay.
It's just, in fact, it's just. I can't believe they can't. It's somehow or another, either some people can't do. I don't know why they can't do it. It doesn't mean you don't ever eat sugar. It means that you need to change your relationship with it. Like, it shouldn't be every day. You have to get enough sleep. You just have to. There's so much. Read my book. There's so much information, so much science to base on sleep, on how it helps cure disease. It helps you not age. You have to sleep, and if you're not sleeping, then you need to figure that out, because sooner or later you lose. There is no winning here, especially as you get over 40. Especially when you're young, you can do a lot of things and you don't feel it, but as you get into your late 40s, stuff starts to happen if you're not eating correctly, sleeping correctly, or resting enough, and then doing some kind of activity. And I don't like to call it exercise, it's just movement. So those 3 major things will help you get healthy. And then you need to figure it out. You need to look at your life 7 days a week, because you live 7 days a week. You need to look at your life. And then I would suggest writing it down. Like, when are you going to fit in activity? How are you going to eat? Like, if you were creating a financial plan or a business plan or anything else, it can be flexible because life changes, but you have to figure in your 7 days, when are you going to create activity times? How are you going to eat? You need to think in advance so you can make your foods in advance. There's a lot, it needs to be a concern. Like, you think about your rent or you think about your children, it needs to be in forefront in your mind. If you're not thinking about it, it's not going to happen. You have to think about it. And so writing it down is a good start. That's a really good start.
And what exercises do you favor for a person over 40 who spends most of the time as an accountant, working over their numbers? And so how could that man or woman start out? What do you suggest?
There's a guy named Paul Chek who I study, and he came up with this saying or this term called primal movement patterns. And it's basically ascension and descension, so squatting up and down, like getting into a chair and getting out of a chair. So that right there, getting into a chair or sitting down to go to the bathroom or sitting down to eat and getting up, that's a squat. Ascension and descension. Then walking. Walking is another primal movement pattern. So that's one leg moving and the other leg in a stance face. So whether you do that in the stairs or on a hill or down a hill or side to side,